I think that's good.
We are live. Hang on, guys. There we go. Much better.
Yeah. Hey, RN. Got your email. Have not had a chance to look at that article yet.
But can everybody hear us? Like this? Okay.
Hey, Starla. Hey, Cindy.
Hippocrates was in here getting ready to do his stuff for his taxes for his CPA.
Oh, jeez.
Does not sound like a lot of fun.
No, we got some tax forms today too.
I got a DOD 214 as well.
Why?
Mrs. Hacks is here.
Mrs.
Party
Hacks.
started. I knew this was going to happen.
Yeah.
Get down.
I took care of the puppy. You got to take care of the cats.
But how'd everybody have a good week? Or did... God, I can't talk. I hope everybody had a good week. Let's chime in if you guys had a good week or not. Let's start it off by hearing how everybody did.
We got some snow. Now I got some more snow coming tonight. So we'll see how all that goes.
Yep. We may not be that reminds me, it is extremely overcast and storm rolling in. And so if we start cutting in and out, that's what it is. It's not you guys, it's on our end. Joseph G shows up.
Hey.
So do you want to update everybody on what you did on the other side of the homestead this week?
A lot of cooking, a lot of candy, We're getting ready for festivals and all that stuff coming up. So, and then I got an order from Spags Unfiltered. He's putting some stuff together, and we're part of the project. Actually, I believe that it's going to be a few homesteads that are part of that project. He's just trying to highlight everybody. And hey, Ghetto,
what's up?
And so we got that stuff going on. I got all his stuff done. So in fact, this is his. I don't know if you want to share that.
Do you see what Patty just posted? I hope I can stay. I dropped my phone in the goat watering barrel.
Oh no. Oops. I need to get on. Verizon has a special for $25 per line, but she thinks you have to have 4 lines. So we were talking, if our contract is that, maybe we just combine that.
Yeah,
everybody saves money. So we were thinking about doing that.
Terminator's been watching your videos.
Good.
I'm sorry.
Well, and speaking of videos, we're going to have a lot more on the freeze dryer. So be mindful. There may be 2 videos per day, depending on how you do it. You're going to have to. So
I don't have that much time to edit.
Well, hopefully I can keep them short. The ones on the freeze dryer will be shorter. So, but we've got that one going on. Harvest Right sent me an email. And if I do freeze dry videos and that kind of thing, and even reconstituting, all that stuff, there's rules and things like that. So if I get all of that done, I can post all of that stuff. And for every one that I do and I hashtag correctly, then I go into a drawing. And so then for each one, and I can win up to $1,500. So we are looking at a freeze dryer. This would be very helpful. Mm-hmm. So hopefully, so you guys just bear with me. It's only through February 14th.
Hey, Potpourri for Life.
Hey.
Aaron says he had a good week. He's almost done building the wife's clothesline and porch swing.
I need a clothesline and a porch swing. Well, sounds like a good idea.
You got to build another porch then.
Why? I can't put a porch swing there? I bet I could.
There's no room.
Oh, yeah, sure there is. We'll find room.
Anyway, great. One more project for me to do. well, show them what you got done.
Oh, yeah. So these are the ones for Spags Unfiltered. And so those are the Skittles, freeze-dried Skittles. And we got new packaging. So this seems to be pretty popular packaging. And got our business card on there. So everybody knows how to reorder. And so got that done. So filled. I just need to get that to him. And then we had some requests for some sour candy and that kind of thing. So I tried the sour Skittles. And so we've got that one going, and sour fruit turned out pretty well. I was surprised.
I think those will sell really well at festivals.
Yeah, the smaller packages. And so the thing about the sour candy, it's very expensive. And I could not figure out why until I dove into the recipe for sour candy. And then I figured out why. So powdered sugar, when you order it, I'm going to do some wheeling and dealing and figure out where to go with that. Is extremely expensive for some reason right now. It was 25 pounds I found for $80.
What?
Yeah, no kidding. And then there were some other ones. It just depended on what brand, and it was just very, very expensive. And you need that along with another agent to make that sour powder. And but I figured that out, and I think I figured out how to do it a little bit cheaper, where I don't have to raise the price on sour candy so high. And so that's what I like to do. I like to try to figure out without gouging anybody how we can get them what they want. And especially at these times, you don't have to give anything up. I just figure it out. Yeah, I thought about that, making it myself, and there is a way to do that. I don't have the proper grinder for it. I guess I could get one, but we go through a lot of sugar here already, so I think I would prefer to get it at a reasonable price if I can. So, but yes, no, that's an option for sure, Mrs. Hacks. Yes.
Teapot showed up. Aaron says the wife has been waiting for the porch swing for 3 years. So 3 years seems like a good.
No.
3 years seems like a good record for like a good timetable.
No, because I've been waiting longer because I wanted a porch swing at the old homestead and I never got.
You had one at the one before that.
No, that does not count.
Terminator's been working on the renovation in the barn. Had one area almost done and moved my breeding pair of Spanish black turkeys. Well, that's awesome. They enjoying the new digs. Starla says she paid $15 for 15 pounds.
Yeah.
So
Well, how long ago was that? But of course, I was also looking online. I was just trying to get an idea. So I haven't put foot to the metal and actually gone out and looked. I know where I can get it. I know where I can get 50-pound bags. Actually, it's just an hour drive for me. So,
so Potpourri says you can make it in a high-powered blender. You don't have to have a grinder. You can make it in a blender.
Well, I will have to explore that.
Yes.
Again, though, I'll have to weigh out. I think sugar is just high everywhere.
See,
so
Patty says sugar and cornstarch in a blender is how you make the powdered sugar.
And that's not the recipe for the sour candy.
No, for the powdered sugar.
Right, but that is not the recipe for.
I know, but you need never mind.
If you grind the sugar yourself, then you just use the other agent. You don't put.
Really?
But the cornstarch is interesting, so I'll look into that. But I've not seen.
They want to know if you're going to the Dutch pantry.
Thinking about it.
I think if you go, you're probably going to have a co-pilot.
Co-pilot. I wouldn't mind that either.
Does anybody have a Dutch pantry or a Dutch store or anything like that near where you guys live? They're all over the place. There's a huge Amish and Mennonite community here in Northeast Kansas, and then in West Central Missouri where we used to live.
All over Missouri.
And there were Dutch stores all over the place. And if you get a chance to purchase stuff from there, I would do it because you can get bulk items way cheaper than buying them online or ever since the Bishop's Pantry shut down, you can find stuff dirt cheap now. So if you look for a Dutch, they're usually called Dutch markets or Dutch pantries.
Potpourri for Life, is that 1 cup or is that 1 for 1?
Sugar is. Aaron says sugar is $2.50 for 5 pounds of granulated sugar. And remember when it used to be like $1 for the big bag?
That. It was less than that.
Yeah. Terminator sugar here is $4 for 2 kilograms. I'm sorry, I have no idea how much that is.
5 pounds, maybe. No, that would be 3. So for 3-pound bag, maybe.
Maverick's appointment to get neutered, and we can go that day. It's going to cost me money. See, Terminators, there's two types of countries in this world. There are countries that use the metric system and countries that have gone to the moon. That's all I'm saying.
I'm writing down.
In all seriousness, I've got the distance with the metric system down fine because we used it for map reading in the Marine Corps.
That's one perfect. Thank you.
The weights, I still can't do the conversions on the fly. I have to use a converter of some sort. Well, look at this. It's been a positive thing so far because you learned how to make granulated sugar.
I know powdered sugar.
Powdered sugar.
And I love this because you guys, if you watch my videos and stuff, I absolutely love it. What can we use that we have in our pantry already to find something that's either too expensive or or you can't find it all? So this is super exciting for me. Thank you. Yay.
And you learned more about making videos this week. You learned that when there's fingerprint smears on the camera lens, that the video doesn't turn out the way you want it to. She made a fantastic video.
I dropped the camera.
That is completely useless because there's a big, huge smudge right on the lens of the camera the whole time she's filming. And she got it was a pork tenderloin wrapped in bacon, wasn't it?
Yeah. But the honey roasted pork tenderloin.
She did that, and it looks like you're drunk. Everything's blurry. She got mad at me like it was my fault.
Well, it was the second one I had to do. I don't want to burn you out on stuff, so I'll do it again.
Hold on a second. No, it was pork tenderloin wrapped in bacon. There's absolutely no way will I get burned out on that. In fact, back whenever you were killing me with all the turkey, had you wrapped it in bacon, I wouldn't have complained.
Different story. Oh my gosh.
She makes this pork tenderloin, and it's
so simple.
It's glazed with honey, right?
Yeah, it's so simple.
I'll do the carbs on the carnivore lifestyle for that. I don't care.
He wants me to make it for the freeze dryer. Maybe I can do that. I'll just do a freeze dryer on it and then do that. So I'll make it again if you don't mind it. I'll have to take more bacon out of the freezer.
That's fine.
Okay.
That's fine.
Anyway, but yeah, no, it's been candy galore around here. We'll have that one freeze dry video coming out, and you'll see. I mean, I've got 2-gallon bags of Skittles. It just looks crazy in here, but yeah, I get requests, and so then I have to figure out, if I can do it or not, and all of that. So I've got stuff in the freeze dryer right now that'll be coming out a couple hours. So I'm going to teach you guys, I'll show you guys how I do the candy here in my kitchen. And I figured since it's for Harvest Right and it is Valentine's Day and it's a Valentine's contest,
and
that
credit where credit's due.
And credit where credit was given to me. So it goes to John Willis over at SOE.
John Willis over at SOE. I
wasn't supposed to share it though, but it is his. And
so, it's nothing new. I mean, there's a bunch of people putting it out online, but the thing that gets me is he sells them in his store, and in fact the one with the biggest profit margin, he said, are his dried gummy bears.
Yeah,
and we can see why.
Yes,
but he mentioned it one time on one of his live streams. He used to do a live stream every Wednesday. I don't know if he's still doing them or not, but I was like, that's genius. And I said something about it in the chat, and he said, drop me a line. I'll tell you how to do it. Now, this guy's a multimillionaire. Mm-hmm. I mean, for God's sake, he parks his Porsche in the chicken pasture. That's just the type of guy he is. And he know me from Adam, and he shared this with me.
And it's been very profitable for us. It's actually been a blessing. It's been huge. Yeah. So, because it has for us, this is my gift to you guys. So happy Valentine's Day. Yeah.
So, it just goes to show you, I mean, take care of people where you can, where you can.
Yeah. Yep. So got that going. And then, the cooking. Oh, I found you had asked me on the carnivore, you wanted me to turn something in. I think I did a chicken crust pizza for him, and you wanted me to see if I could make those into cheese chips, right? Just the crust.
Oh yeah, freeze dried cheese. You bake the cheese and then freeze dry it.
Yeah, and powder it.
Mhm.
Yeah. And so got that figured out. So got all that done. It's been actually very
Go get it.
guess
Bring it over
it's
here.
so heavy. I don't know.
Go. You can.
Are
Bring it
you
over.
sure? Will you hold it?
I'll hold it.
Okay.
Oh my God, she got something. She got something this weekend. I don't have a problem with it. The Terminator. We just ran out of Winter's Wood. My husband isn't feeling well, but have new trusted hand held chainsaw. So I'm cutting. Oh, congratulations. I got to go get wood too from the wood pile.
Oh,
But this is what.
look at that. Look at that. 2 racks. And then the lid.
And you got it from this. Tell them what it is. Here, set this back over there. And while she's doing that, look, you guys may think I'm being mean making her do it, but she's the one that wanted it. She gets to handle the dang thing. She's gonna have to figure out how to get water out of it when I'm not here.
Yeah, I don't know how I'm gonna do that. Patty.
Yes, Renee, that is absolutely correct. That is an Amish canner.
Yes.
So last week, the live stream, she told you the story about us finding money taped away in the back of a book.
Uh-huh.
And the lady where we picked the book from, she was a prepper. She was a hardcore. She made almost everybody we know look like pikers. Seriously, she was seriously into it. But we were sitting here and you made the comment.
Renee, you're right. That's kind of what I was thinking. Maybe a picture or something.
Yeah. But we were like, well, how do we use this money properly?
Mm-hmm. And to honor her.
Mm-hmm. And the Amish canner would have been right up her alley.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm excited about that. I'm excited to get that to use. Man. Oh, it's gonna be fun in the garden this year. Drilling the whole side.
I wonder if they make spigots for those
with
things.
the valve. I don't know.
That would be you put a spigot on that, and that would be a great hot water heater too.
It would have to be. You'd have to figure out something so that the seal didn't melt.
Yeah, they make
because it gets hot.
They make seals for that. It's the type of stuff that's on the homemade Smokezilla.
And if you can figure that one out, that might be something we can contribute.
Brass.
Yeah.
Brass gasket.
Yeah. Yeah. Maybe.
That's right, because the brass would expand.
Yeah.
When it heated up.
Okay.
We'll look into it. That's down the road.
That gets even better.
That's down the road. So.
Yeah. Oh, then when we redo the kitchen, we could put the sink next to the stove, and then I could just hook a hose up to it and put the hose in the sink.
What you guys are doing to me? Seriously. Well, when we're redoing the processing kitchen, we can build
do
it
that
out.
Back there.
We can build it out like you want it.
That would be awesome. That would be great.
That would be good for when I'm distilling alcohol too.
Yeah, because I'm going to let you do that back there.
Yeah.
There was something that came out. So usually I wanted him to have a separate distilling, and now I don't think we have much time. So I'm going to go ahead and not let him, but I'm going to tolerate the smell and stench from distilling.
Constance Carpenter, how you doing?
And so we'll get that done. There's a couple of things that we've had a hard time finding, and the more I start talking to everybody, so this is what I love about this area is everybody's like-minded and we all think kind of the same way. And so one liquor store has one thing, another liquor store doesn't have another. I cook with a lot of wine, vermouth, and all of that stuff. And so I finally found some sherry. I finally found some vermouth. You go to a different one, they don't have something, or maybe there's only 2 bottles sitting there and you're like, what the heck is going on? So there is actually a shortage.
It says I need to put a water filler above the stove.
Yes, he does. I had one in my old kitchen.
When we redid the kitchen at the old place, she
I
built
had
it
the pot filler
for canning.
Yep.
She had one, and I will admit,
in fact, we had to do the cabinets had to be a certain height. We had to measure for the microwave and all of that stuff, and that. So that was something I went over with a fine-tooth comb with the contractor because that had to fit. We even took my great big huge American canner and put it on the stove, and that's how they measured everything as far as where that pot filler went and where the microwave went and what size cabinet they could do above it.
Life Done Free popped in. How you guys doing? Dog Creek Farm showed up tonight.
Hey.
The ACM Homestead. I don't have my glasses on. I can't read that. What's that say? Yeah, ACM Homestead showed up. I'm sorry. My eyes are getting bad, folks. I'm sorry.
All he needs to do is go to the eye doctor.
Native showed up. But so yeah, it's the canning, the processing kitchen, the pantry's moving further along, and I've got what's coming out tomorrow. So I'm not going to talk a lot about what we've accomplished in there so far.
We got a lot done.
Just know this. If you're watching the pantry rebuild videos or the pantry renovation videos, they're about a week behind. So
T-Paw's in here. Hey, T-Paw.
So but we're actually now talking about what we want to do for the processing kitchen and the extra bathroom and the extra bedroom.
Yeah, which is nice to be able to have that conversation.
Because quite honestly, once the pantry's done and we move stuff out of there, out of that area, once we get the floors leveled, everything's going to come together pretty quickly.
Native says your pantry builds captivating.
Thank you. I tell you what, I really enjoyed it. I learned a lot from Tag and Mr. Hacks Darren over at Hacks for the Homesteader. They both taught me a lot, and I'm really putting it to good use. And then, we borrowed I'm actually putting the ceiling up now. It's not in the video tomorrow, but I actually borrowed a drywall lift to put that stuff on. I'll tell you what, whoever invented that thing it's so nice.
Hippocrates got that large freeze dryer in yesterday. There are a couple of design details that once I tried to put it in place make no logical sense. Easy change. Okay, maybe you have his email?
No, I don't.
Email us, and then G will send you his phone number, and you guys can talk through, because he ended up becoming quite the master of the freeze dryer when our freeze dryer died, and it was not our fault. It was the company's fault. So he actually had to teach them. They walked us through.
I didn't teach you anything.
They changed their policy.
I put my IT troubleshooting hat on and told them what the problem was, and they followed their script and broke our worse than it already was. But I'll tell you, the biggest thing that I can tell you with the friction, make sure the stupid thing is level. And when I say level, I mean either leveled or tilted slightly towards the back where the drain is, because that really fixes a lot of problems that you have while the cycle's running.
Yes, huge. Oh, and guess what I got? Y'all get jelly. And yes, there's 2 here, Mrs. Hacks. None of them are for you. This was all sent for me. Guess what I got? Guess what I'm holding? I got Justin Metcalf's cornmeal. T-Paw sent me a package.
Why are you talking like that?
Because I think it's great. I'm teasing her. And so T-Paw, I talked to you already. I really appreciate it. That was a awesome box that you sent us, and very much appreciated. Thank you.
Am I reading this right? Your wife has got you working at Rick Sanchez level? That's insane. You have no idea who that is.
I was just getting ready to ask you, who's Rick Sanchez?
Rick Sanchez is the protagonist on Rick and Morty. That's that cartoon that you hate.
Morty. Oh, yeah. I don't even remember it. I don't know who Rick Sanchez is still.
Okay. Well, I'll show you. We'll pull it up.
No, you don't have to show me. It's good. I'm good.
Okay, so Hippocrates says, speaking of the freeze dryer, it's just the power button is on the back bottom, which makes no sense. Should be on the front. Actually, you don't turn it off. Seriously. Once you get it running, I guarantee you that
you'll never turn it off.
The only time you will turn it off is when you're unplugging the pump to change the oil out. You honestly don't turn it on and off. Oh man, I love Rick and Morty.
And that's how the updates come in too, right?
Well, you got to hand load updates. And all that. But yeah, so seriously, you're going to find that you're running that thing 24/7 and trying to get as much done as possible, just because it's so
amazing.
It's well, no, it's such a boon for stacking food and putting up long-term storage. It really is.
Oh man, and it's a game changer too. And I could put my stuff up, everything that I do, I can put that up to the canned crap and the bags that you buy that are just generically done and full of sodium and all this other garbage. And I don't want that on my farm. Why do I want it in my pantry? So I just cook everything here and then throw it in the freeze dryer. And Teapot even made the comment. She says, "Man," she goes, "You're gonna have gourmet meals." SHTF happens.
I can't eat any of it right now.
Well, that happens, then you're gonna eat whatever you're served.
Yeah. Well, we were talking about that today in that chat that I'm in, that Telegram group, and somebody.
You guys had quite the conversation.
Somebody made a comment about picky eaters and at the end of the world, and it got me thinking. People like me. I mean, I'm on a restrictive diet because of my own choice. It's not anything medically related as far as a doctor is concerned. So I'm on it by my own choice. If something happens and we have to dig into our supplies, I'm going to go off the carnivore diet. And the thing is, we stack what we eat, and don't think it's got to be the end of the world too. Cause I remember back when I was on the survivalist board, there was a guy that was a trucker that lost his job, and he was out of work for a year. And he and his family of wife and 4 kids lived off their preps for an entire year. And they were saying, I think he said over the course of a year, they spent $40 a month in grocery money for a family of 6 because they were eating all their preps. Now at the end of the year, they had gone through their entire preps, so they were having to rebuild. And he, quite frankly, said he was done with freeze dried food for a while.
Man.
This is true, Tag. I have to get out and find. I just saw the thing the other day. We have what Tag is talking about is Angela and B went to a beekeeping class here it was in Topeka.
It was in Topeka.
It was in Topeka. This was years ago. And the guy that was running the class gave them a honey straw filler. And we had it at our place when we moved, and we packed it away. And I literally saw it.
So
last
did
week.
I know. But I went back there to go look and see. It's in the outbuilding, and I went back to go look, and the air compressor, it looks like the one that you have down on the ground, but I remember it being with the air compressor.
No, it wasn't with the air compressor. It's in its own box, because the air compressor.
It's not in a. I didn't think. No, it's not in a. It doesn't fit in a box.
It is. I saw it.
Okay, so this is why I'm having a hard time, because I'm thinking it should be visual. I should see it right away. Okay.
Well, what the thing is, the little honey.
We both just need to get out there.
The little honey straws that you make. That there's a cool little contraption that uses compressed air.
And it was handmade
to fill the straws, and we used it, and then had a hard time finding the straws that fit it though.
Yeah, the straws that I was like, the straws I have don't fit. So she's gonna have to get those straws.
They're too big.
But it was so cute because she texted me and she's like, do you know where that's at? And I was like, yes, actually I saw it. And she said, can I borrow it? And I don't know why she needed us to borrow it. We both own it. Right. All she had to say was, I need it.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that whole thing with her doing the bee stuff now, I think it's really cool, because years ago we were the ones that we were literally doing that stuff at our old place.
Yeah.
And
it's almost like we switched roles.
Yeah, we did. Well, when we moved, they've been hard at work. They've done a lot of work on their place in the last 4 years, and they have made.
In fact, she still has my hive over there. You need to go get my.
They have made leaps and bounds. If I can get them to get the ruminants on their property, that would be awesome.
Milkmaid, bees are a learning lesson, and so and I'm gonna tell you this. You can ask 10 beekeepers the same question, and you're going to get 13 different answers. Everybody does it different. You're only going to learn by diving in. And I guarantee Bee takes care of her bees differently than I take care of mine. We talk about it all the time because she's like, it's Thanksgiving. You need to go, do the mite treatment and this and that. And I'm like, and I did not do the mite treatment. We'll see what happens. But I didn't do it because I was not impressed with the last time that I did that mite treatment. And I truly believe there's some chemical in there that caused some problems, and I didn't do it. But the mite count also is not out of control. So I was comfortable with that.
We had a rough time with bees this year. So
well, it didn't help that somebody was spraying that said that they weren't going to spray.
We got 4 hives, and three of them either absconded or died. We've got 1 hive that was that the Alabama hive, the Alabama bees.
These here?
Yeah, that one that's still back there.
I got
at the end of the fall, we had 1 hive that was doing really well.
Gangbuster. It was like they all moved to that hive.
Yeah,
it was weird.
Yeah, so hopefully, I hope that cold snap that we had in December.
No, they were fine. Last time Patty and Darren were out here, it was above 50 degrees. I was out on the front porch, and one of the girls came and said hello.
Excellent.
Yeah, so they're fine. And it's really funny because I always say our neighbor, you got to understand here. I mean, it's a mile and a half down the road, but it's funny because I'll be over there and the girls love he's got a mulberry tree in it out front. And so the girls love his mulberry tree. And so they'll be out there. And then we were canning chicken one day and somebody had made the comment. They're like, there's a bee on you. There's a bee on you. And I looked at it and oh, that's one of my girls. I'm not worried about it. And so then she just flew away.
If you guys want to see it, you tag, correct me if I'm wrong, but you guys did a video on
was it a short? It might have been a short.
Was it a short?
It might have been a short, but he may have a video.
Freeze dryers come between 1,000 and 1,500 watts, depending on the size of the unit. This is true, and your electrical bill will go up, but you have to weigh that. You have to weigh that against the price of freeze dried food and the ability to put it up for many, many years.
And it's not bad. Believe me, when I sell my stuff, I pass that cost on. And so the consumer is the one that pays that when you're selling.